Hi there, this is Paige with Stamp Girl here on YouTube, and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm sharing with you the cards that I made using a paper pumpkin kit. My friend Linda and I, and also Kelly, who is fairly new to this collaboration. She's been doing this for the past couple of months. We are using our older paper pumpkin kits. We have quite a collection built up on the shelves, and it's time to get rid of some of those boxes and can some of those kits. So this month I used a kit from July 2018. It was called Picnic Paradise, and it made little picnic baskets with some tissue paper, and then it made a bunch of little 3x3 cards. And I did make some cards from this kit in the past, but I never finished the kit, so I decided it was time to finish the kit. And I still have quite a few things left over. I've got some leaves left over. I've got lots of the labels left over. I've got a lot of the basket pieces left over because I didn't really use the baskets. And then these were the tags for the baskets that I didn't use. Some more basket parts, some more tags. The stamp set, you always get a stamp set. And then I've got some white twine left over. It came with brads. I used just a couple brads. And here's some more 3x3 card bases that some of them I had cut apart and had little layering pieces that had some, I think it'll show up better there, some vellum gingham check pieces. I have some of those left over. And then it had some larger tissue paper pieces that could go into the baskets, and I have quite a bit of that left. What I did was, if I used the tissue paper, I had a tendency to cut it down smaller as a layer on a card. So yeah, it looks like I have a lot left, but I did use a lot as well. So I guess I used a lot of the main fruit parts of the kit. So let me show you what I made. So I've got these cards right here, and actually this red portion is where the apples were that were punched out. And I just trimmed down the background piece into 3 equal pieces, and then backed the cutout apple with some of the gingham paper. This was the inside of the envelopes. Excuse me. And then just a note is a stamp from Mamie Made It. And then I just backed it with black because it seemed to make everything pop. So I've got those 3 that are similar. I did the same thing with this one. I took the background where something was punched out of, and I trimmed it down to put on the front of the card, and then I tucked some little strawberries in there, and then it's backed with some of the envelope paper. Here's one of the apples where I used it on the vellum gingham, a piece of the 3x3 note card that I trimmed down, and then I added some Granny Apple Green and some white cardstock. And this was one of the stamps in the kit, and I just stamped it onto one of the tags and tucked it under for an accent. And that was one of the suggestions in the kit. And then the Thinking of You is from the kit, as is the twine. So here I did a basket, but rather than making the basket 3-dimensional, I just used it on the front of a card, tucked in some strawberries and blueberries and some of that tissue paper. Here's where I used a brad. Here is some more of the vellum, gingham vellum, and here's one of the envelopes that I opened up and used the inside for. The hello there is popped up. And here's something similar but going horizontal. And then I used I used one of the gingham pieces in vellum and cut it in half and put a piece here and a piece there. Popped this middle apple up. Here's a bunch of blueberries that I layered onto an envelope. Here's a couple strawberries that I layered onto the vellum gingham onto a portion of one of the 3x3 cards. The sentiment is popped up. Here's something very similar, just done in a different color combination, different fruit. So I've got these three. And then here I did something similar with the apple, the blueberries, and the strawberries. And then these were some enamel dots from my stash. On one of these, I think it was this one, I ran out of the dark blue, so I just colored it in with a Copic marker or a blend from Stampin' Up! In Navy. And then these were some other enamel dots from my stash. These were some outline stickers that I had, some different black borders, and die cut circles and scallop circles and whatever I thought to use at that particular time. But these are my cards. So I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 cards from that kit. And as you can tell, the main parts of the kit as far as the focal fruit pieces are gone, but I have a lot of little pieces left. And some other elements that I can use for some other cards. So maybe not totally canned, but at least well used, a lot better than it was before. And what I do is I take the leftover parts of my paper pumpkin kits, and I have a box that's just all tags or labels, a box for die cuts and die cut stickers. I put the twine in my little twine basket to reuse. I'll put the tissue paper in with some specialty paper to remember to use that. So it'll all get sorted out and reused as the need arises. So anyway, that's it. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and now I'm off to create.